Okay, so I think we're going live. You're live. Wonderful. Right, I should be up then. Hello, everyone. How are we doing? What's up? How's life? We should be ready. I'm just double checking to make sure everything is okay and fine and dandy and wonderful. Yep, looks like the stream is up. Yep, looks like it. Just double checking to make sure everything's okay. Right, okay. I think we are live. Hello, folks. How are we doing today? Do comment in the chat. Say hi. We're here. Hey, welcome to my Champions Hockey League 2020/2021 draw live chat. Group draw live chat, whatever you want to call it. Hi, how's it going? It's a little bit early for some of you Yanks across the pond, isn't it? But thought I'd wake you up nice and early. Make sure you're ready to watch a little bit of the Champions Hockey League live draw. Well, the situation with this is I can't actually show the live draw itself, but we're going to sit here and talk about it. I'm just going to throw out some tweets and stuff to let people know that I am live, and then we'll go from there. How about that? Hey, Chris, how's it going, bud? Yeah, it's a little early for me. I'm surprised I'm awake at this time of the day, you know? It's interesting, isn't it? So, the draw doesn't start for another... How long is it that it starts for? Another 7 minutes. It's supposed to start 5 p.m. British time, which is when I'm going to watch it. And it's on Twitter, it's on Facebook, it's able to watch anywhere you have most social media platforms. I'm not sure if it's on Instagram, it might be, I don't know. If you keep seeing me look like this way, it's because I've got my iPad here with my chat, so I want to make sure I can see what all you guys are saying, if you've got anything interesting to tell me. So, how many of you are fans of the Champions Hockey League? I would imagine it's quite a lot of you, otherwise you wouldn't be here. How many of you are fans of the channel that have no idea what the Champions Hockey League is? How many of you are a bit of both? Do let me know in the chat. I'm curious to know what you guys have to say. I think it'll be very interesting. So yeah, let's have a great time, eh, folks? Let's have a good old experience with the Champions Hockey League. Everything will be wonderful. So just double checking a few things. Okay, where's my chat gone? Here's my chat. Hello, chat. How we doing? Can't stay and watch, listen. Ah, come on, man. You can't stay and watch. I've only just started. You're the best. I love your Slapshot vids. Thank you very much, Jacob. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, bud. They're not doing as well as the last series did, so it's good to know that there's some people out there that are enjoying them, so that's good. I'm a fan of the Champions Hockey League and a fan of your channel. Thank you, Tyson. It's very nice of you, bud. Hey man, how you doing? Hello, how's it going? Nice to see you guys. Welcome to the stream. Can't stand the channel with your weird... Chris, your accent's weirder than mine, because you're from the north, so like... like what are we doing here? CHL, new to the channel. Well, welcome to the channel. Hope it's going okay. I am interested in making some more Champions Hockey League content on the channel for this season. So, for those of you who don't know what the Champions Hockey League is, which I would imagine is some of you if you're here for the channel... more specifically than anything else. The Champions Hockey League, if you guys know the Champions League in soccer or football, is essentially that, but hockey. It's basically the best teams around Europe, except from Russia, although half of Russia's in Europe, so they're kind of a grey area there. Essentially, the best teams from each of the leagues in Europe, they get put in a tournament where basically they can win the Champions Hockey League trophy and be named the best team in Europe. It's kind of become the Frölunda or the Frölunda Cup, because the Frölunda Indians have won it like 4 out of the 6 years it's been running, and they're in it again. They won it last year, surprise, surprise. A Swedish team has won it every single year except one, which was when a Finnish team won it. So if you're a Swiss team, if you're a Czech team, if you're an English team, if you're a team from anywhere else, it's an uphill battle from the very beginning. So what they've done with this, there's 32 teams, and the teams are comprised of playoff champions, regular season champions. Depending on which country you're talking about, is how many teams come from it. So Sweden and Finland usually have the most amount of teams. It's based on the overall ranking. So places like England, the British Elite Ice Hockey League, we only get one team in the tournament officially, and that's our winner from the regular season. So... the Cardiff Devils, who have been in it for the last 3 or 4 years straight, I'm pretty sure. They've made it to the draw. They won the regular season before the season was paused and everything, or cancelled and everything like that. So they booked their place With some of the Swedish teams, it might be the playoff champion and the regular season champion goes in. Some of the other ones, it might be like the first and second teams in that league that season go in. It depends on which teams and how many places. You've also got the German DEL in there. These are all the teams, by the way, like up there. Oh, spooky hand. Up there. They're all the teams that are going to be in the tournament this year. Essentially, this draw is to decide who's playing who in the group stage. They play a group stage where they play each opponent twice. The top 2 teams in each division go to, or of the group, go to the playoffs, then play in the playoffs, normal kind of 16-team bracket, and you go through the playoffs to see who wins. So, yeah, this is the 4th year straight for the Cardiff Devils. I thought so, because I know Sheffield and Braehead were in it one year as well, weren't they? But that was right early on. I would love to stay, but I'm heading to my first ice practice after Corona lockdown. Oh, okay, fair enough. I'll give you a pass then. You know, that's a fair excuse. I'll give you that one. It would be great if we got out the group. Yes, it would. It would be great to see the Cardiff Devils get out of the group stage. We've only had one UK team that's made it out of the group so far, and I'm really hoping we get another one at some point. So, yeah, I hope it's going all okay for you guys. So I'm going to try and rattle off the teams that are in this tournament. I don't know all of them, so I'm going to do the best that I can, and we'll see where to go from there. Don't know any of this because I'm from where the NHL plays. Oh, you're from Anaheim. Nice. Very nice sunny weather. We've been getting some decent weather here in the UK the last week or so, so I can't complain really, can I? So, in pot 1, up there, we have the Frölunda Indians. We're starting from left to right, top row. So, Frölunda Indians, they won it last year. Of course, they're going to be back in the tournament. We then have Luleå Hockey from the Swedish Hockey League also. We have the Zurich Lions, who are the team that I'm wearing a hat of at the moment. Excuse my quarantine hair, by the way. So we have the Zurich Lions as the 3rd team there from the Swiss National League. Red Bull Munich from the DEL. We have, I think that's... Oh, which one is that one? Is that Tapara? No, Tapara's in pot 2. Oh, I know that one. It's a Finnish Liga team. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. Then we have Billy Tigry Liberec from the Czech League. We have the Foxes. I'm not quite sure where they're from either. We have the Färjestad BK from the Swedish Hockey League. We have EV Zug from the Swiss League. We have Adler Mannheim from the DEL. I don't know the next one, the blue one with the cool like Roman style like leaf things around it. We've got Oceleri Trinek. Karpat, that's the one. Thank you, Ronister. Karpat is the one with the horsey like middle next to Munich and Billy Tigry Liberec. We've then got Oceleri Trinek of the Czech League, I think. Red Bull Salzburg of the German League. We have Rogel BK of the Swiss League, I believe. HC Davos of the Swiss League. And I think that's the Straubing Tigers, is it? I'm not 100% sure on that one. Then the second row, second pot, I'm not going to get all of these right. I'm not an expert on European hockey, okay? My channel's basically NHL primarily, but I want to do some more European stuff. So, Tapara Tampere, I've probably said that awfully, pot 2. Then we have HC Sparta Praha as the big S. The Vienna Capitals, Skeftela AIK, that's not how you say it. But it's AIK, I know that much. Geneva Servette of the Swiss League. You have Eisbären Berlin of the German League. Isles Tampere of the Finnish League. EHC Biel, or EHC Bien of the Swiss League. I don't know the bottom left one. It is the Straubing Tigers. Yes, look at me. The Cardiff Devils, obviously know them. I don't know the next one, but they have a pretty sick logo, I'll give them that. Then the Stavanger Oilers. Then GKS, I don't remember their name, but they were in the tournament last year, I'm pretty sure. Then you've got the Pirates, I don't know where they're from. The Big H1, don't know where they're from. And the last one, is that? I don't know. I don't know where that's from either. Right, so is the draw live now? Is it? Yes, it is. The draw is live, so I'm playing it on my computer. You can see it on Twitter, Facebook. If you're in the UK, watch it on Free Sports. You can do all of that stuff. Feel free. Check out the live draw. As I'm doing, and we'll be here to have a little chat about it as it happens. So, love a bit of fun. Okay. So, I think they're doing a big speech about the coronavirus at the moment, which is understandable. Oh, is that going to get me demonetized for saying that? I bloody hope not. Okay. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so they're going to do best moments from last season. okay, I'm not really interested in that, to be perfectly honest. Well, I know it is interesting, but like, why start at a 5 if you're just going to do like a go back? Why don't you tell like, oh, the actual draw's starting at this time? You know, that's just me, you know. So yeah, they're doing a recap of last season. So which teams do you support? And any of you European hockey fans in here, which team are you following this year? Is there a team in your native country that's made it? Is there several teams or your local team made it? The last one's from Denmark. Thank you very much, Harry. I appreciate that. But yeah, I hope you enjoy sitting here and chatting with me about the Champions Hockey League for the next hour, I would expect it to go. Hour and a half tops. Don't really expect it any more than that, to be honest. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit here, watch how it happens. We'll have a little chat about it. Some of you guys that can't watch it, I'll give you the updates. For the guys that can watch it, then great. I'm watching it on Twitter at the moment. I could have watched it on Free Sports, but I had Twitter up anyway, and I was like, I may as well just watch it from there. Rooting for all the German teams except Munich. Fair enough. Fair enough. All those rivalries, it doesn't matter if they're competing on the international stage, the rivalries are always there at some point, aren't they, folks? Both the teams from Finland are bandwagon teams with annoying fans. Oh, no. That's a nice trophy that they have there, though. Excuse me. Money on Frölunda to win. If you're a betting man, Frölunda. you got to expect it. I'll be doing more like... Okay. Okay, so we've got the CEO and the president of the Champions Hockey League having a little chat. I just want to know the draw, lads. Like, come on. I'm a bit impatient, can you tell? I'm supporting Djurgården IF from Sweden and Kalpa from Finland. This year I will support Rögle BK. Nice. Hopefully I'm saying all of these European team names right. It's the English in me, you know? Yes, President. I'm American rooting for Vienna and Karpat. Nice. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I'm rooting for the Cardiff Devils. That's what I'm hoping for. Hoping the Cardiff Devils get somewhere with it. That would be very nice. If not, no worries. I'm from the States. Who should I support? If you want to be a bandwagon fan, support Frölunda. If you want to... yeah, if you want to support a bandwagon team, go for Frölunda. I want to keep an eye on Zurich as well. They did knock out the Panthers a couple of years ago, which kind of made me upset. But, you know, Cardiff Devils, absolutely. So, yeah, they're just talking about, like, the coronavirus pandemic and how it's affected the league and, like, what they're going to do moving forward. Essentially, they're like, oh, well, most of the leagues didn't end on their normal circumstances due to the current situation, blah, 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 blah. We all know this. Hopefully you guys are all staying safe, by the way. I should just add that. Yeah, but please make sure you guys stay safe. I know that lockdowns are starting to... the lockdown's starting to be lifted in a lot of places, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the danger's over yet. So that's just my little, like, safety speech. Not that you need some hockey YouTuber to tell you that, but I told you nonetheless. So you're welcome. Yes. Oh, yes. No group stage this year. Can you support us in the league too, Odd Matt? Sorry, Ben. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry. I can't support the Cardiff Devils. I don't want to be one of those bandwagon fans. Not saying you're a bandwagon fan or a lot of the Cardiff Devils fans are bandwagon fans, but I can't jump on now they've won 6 trophies in the last 3 years or however many trophies they've won. So, you know, I need to stick with the team that since I started following them, I don't think they've actually won one yet, you know. So, yeah, we're going to have a nice time. So there is a group stage this year, I would still imagine, because they're expecting to have this started in... Oh, when does the Champions Hockey League start? I believe it starts in September. I believe it starts in September. Okay, so we have all the teams here. So, Pot 1, Frölunda, Luleå, Zurich, Red Bull Munich, Karpat, Billy Tigre Liberec, HC Bolzano, Firestad, EV Zug, Adler Mannheim, Luko Rauma, Oceleri Trinek, Red Bull Salzburg, Rögle Angelholm, HC Davos, and the Straubing Tigers. So glad I got that one right. Pot 2, we have Tapara Tampere, Sparta Prague, Vienna Capitals, Skeftela, AIK, that's it. It's Skellefteå? Skellefteå, is that how you pronounce it? Geneva Servette, Eisbären Berlin, Isles Tampere, EHC Biel, Unost Minsk, the Cardiff Devils? The Cardiff Devils. Oh, Grenoble, the French team, is the one with the cool logo. The Stavanger Oilers, GKS, Tichy, Aalborg Pirates. Then I lost the last two because they took it off too quickly. So that's a little bit upset. I don't follow CHL, so can anyone explain how a team is chosen? You got to be, you got to win your league, win the playoffs. It's different depending on which country. Okay, so... Wait, what? Okay. Okay. Wait, is this different from usual years? They're explaining the process. Regular season winners. The 9 highest ranked teams. Got it. Yeah, this is the explanation of what's going on, right? Yeah, the shareholder leagues. Woo. Representatives of challenger leagues. So are we already going into the round of 32? Are they doing a playoff system here instead of a group stage? Is that what they just said? Can somebody clarify that for me? I'm a little bit confused. Sorry if I'm not saying anything. I'm listening to the actual things that goes along. Okay, so they're talking about... I didn't notice Isles was in, so 2 bandwagon teams, Carpat and Tapara, and Isles and Tapara both from Tapara share a rink. In Switzerland, we take the 5 first teams. There you go. Does anyone know how to watch the CHL in the US YouTube? Yeah, to cut the number of games in case of delayed start, there's no group, it's just a round of 32. Oh, okay, so this season, because of the COVID-19 pandemic... Thanks, Chris. That's really helpful. They've cut the amount of group games. They're just doing a round of 32. Okay, so we're going to find out... Each of the teams are going to play one team in that first round. We need to find out the opponent. So as opposed to going in 9 or however many groups of 4 they usually go to. Was it 12 groups of 4? No, that doesn't make any sense, does it? No. Something like that. I don't know. Math with Odd Man Rush. Okay, so the round of 32... they're essentially making it similar to the... NHL's strategy then with the play-in round. So the round of 32 is essentially the play-in round. Do they say how many games they play? Is it like a best of how many series? Okay, the draw's almost ready. I'm so ready for this, guys. So Devils could get Frölunda, play 2 games and go... Oh no. Is it a best of 3 series then? Because they usually play 6 games in the group stage, don't they? So the Devils could get Frölunda, play 2 games and go home. Let's hope not. Let's hope the Devils don't get Frölunda. I will be so upset if the Cardiff Devils get Frölunda. That would be so annoying. 1 home, 1 away. And is it aggregate then? I should have been listening, but I'm keep paying attention to the chat and talking at the same time. I can't hear what it's saying. As a Steelers fan, I would like to see Cardiff at least make the final with the team they have. Make a final? Let's hold our horses. Oh, we're doing the draw already. Jesus, God, we started. Knockout first round. Got it. So, the first team to be chosen. Let's do it. It's the first team in the first bracket. Billy Tigry Liberec from the Czech League. Okay, so the Czech team is up in that first bracket. 1 home, 1 away aggregate score. See, Chris, this is why I need you around, man. Thanks for the help. First round's knockout. I thought, yeah, it's a 2-game aggregate series. Nice, okay. So who's going up against Billy Tigry Liberec? It is the Polish team. GKS. Okay, so, yeah, the first pairing of the round of 32 is the Czech team, Billy Tigry Liberec, against the Polish team, GKS, Tichy. I think it's called Tichy? Okay, next one. Catch you later, Ronista. Thanks for coming out, bud. It's knockout, but they play 2 games. Indeed. Got it. So, next one. Luleå. So, Luleå Hockey is in the second bracket. Or the second round of 32 bracket. Who is next? I want to hear your thoughts to these brackets in the chat, guys. Let's hear what you guys have got to say. So, let's hope it's not a Swedish team. Eisbären Berlin. So, we've got Luleå against Berlin. Is it a stretch to see Cardiff make it far, but anything possible? Yeah, absolutely. I hope they make it to the playoffs. If they make it to the playoffs, I'll be happy. I'm not even a Cardiff Devils fan, but I'll take that. So who's in the next one? So we've got Billy Tigry Liberec against the Polish team. Luleå against Berlin. Who have we got now? Ah, Zurich! 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 Why are Belfast not there? They didn't qualify. They only got one team this year. Well, we only usually get one team, and Cardiff won the league, so they got the place. As a Belfast fan, I will never support Cardiff. Oh! Who we got here? Oh, the Danish team. What's their name called again? Sondersjag. So it's Zurich against Sondersjag. It's going to be Cardiff versus Frölunda again, isn't it? They're absolutely going to screw us over again, aren't they? Devils won on points percentage and actual points. Yeah, there you go. Oh, so we've had 3 of the brackets done already. God, to be fair, they've got through this quite quickly. I'm quite happy about that. I'll try and, once the thing is done, I'll try and bring up an image of all of the different rounds and the groups and stuff. Ah, the Finnish team, Lukko. So Lukko is in the 4th bracket. Lukko. And who's going up against Lukko? Go on, tell us, President or CEO of the Champions Hockey League. I need to hear this. It is... It's Tappara. It's Tappara. Tappara Tampere. I love the way he says it. Won the league but never got awarded the cup, Cardiff. Yep, pretty much. So those 2 teams are going up against each other? No, we don't. We have a clash.
That's absolutely correct. We have a clash. Lukko-Rauma and Tappara, they are players playing the Finnish league.
Okay, so 2 Finnish teams got drawn. So that means Tappara goes down to the 5th bracket because 2 teams from the same country can't play each other in the first round. Okay, so they're drawing again for the 2nd team in the 4th bracket to go against Lukko. Then the next one they draw after that will go against Tappara Tampere. Got it. So, who have we got to play Lukko? Who have we got to play Lukko? HC Sparta Praha. Love it. Czech team HC Sparta Praha. There we go. So Lukko are going up against Sparta as the 4th bracket. So who's going up against Tappara from Pot A? Oh, it's very, very tense, isn't it, folks? Are you guys watching it along with the stream? Who is it? Ah, Red Bull Salzburg. So we've got another German team against a Finnish team. So Eisbären Berlin's going up against Luleå. We've got, who's it? Salzburg against Tappara Tampere. The team with the best logo in hockey is in pot 2. Which one's that? You have to tell us which one it is, Max. Okay, so now we're going to the 6th bracket. Ah, the Bolzano Foxes. HC Bolzano. HC Bolzano. I come from Bolzano. Is that, like, racially insensitive? I hope not. just stick to the English accent, Odd Man Rushing. Good idea. Although some people think it's fake. So who's going up against Bolzano? EHC Biel. There you go. Salzburg is in Austria. Well, it says Red Bull Salzburg is in the DL, isn't it? Edmonton Oilers. What are we talking about? The Edmonton Oilers? What? Do you mean the Stavanger Oilers? I don't know. I hope I'm providing enough interesting commentary during this group draw. It's fascinating to see these teams. So we're in the 7th bracket now. 2, 4, so yeah, 7th bracket of the round of 32. Who is it? Färjestad BK. Oh, actually, I've just realised. Oh yeah, the Cardiff Devils can go up against Frölunda. Oh, I thought they were in the same pot. God damn it. That Battlefield type wolf logo is actually pretty nice. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's the French Grenoble team. Sounds like I'm saying French granola, doesn't it? Okay. So who's going up against Färjestad? It is the Cardiff Devils. Okay, so the Cardiff Devils are going up against Färjestad BK. Ooh, why did we have to go up against an SHL team again? Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so Cardiff get Färjestad BK. Remember that, British folks, British hockey fans. So who's up next? This is the 8th bracket. The Straubing Tigers. The Straubing. The Straubing Tigers have got strobe lights every time they play on the ice. The question is, will we be able to go to the games? I think they're hoping so. Right, who's going up against the Strobing Tigers? R.I.P. Geneva Servette is going up against the Strobing Tigers. R.I.P. Cardiff. At least they're not going up against Frölunda, though, guys. Like, small mercies, right? God, if they went up against Frölunda again. They're probably going to have to play them in, like, the round of 16 if they make it there, aren't they? Send Cardiff home crying. Oh, no. Come on, guys, British hockey fans. We want Cardiff to do well, right? So Cardiff and Feyenoord are in the second to right bracket. So we don't know who they're going to play if they go through to the next round. But at some point, they may have to face Zurich, which are the team that eliminated the Nottingham Panthers from the playoffs a couple of years ago. So that's not good, is it? I mean, visiting fans. Latest reports have the arenas only being a quarter full for the games. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Do they have team from Belarus this year? I believe so. But he hasn't been picked yet. So we'll find out. So the Italian team's been picked. The English team's been picked. 2 German teams have been picked. You're right, Max. Salzburg is in the Austrian League. I didn't realise the Austrian League had that many teams. I don't know. Yeah, the KHL declined to be a part of the Champions Hockey League, I believe, ever since its inception. To be fair, only half of the KHL is technically in Russia, I believe. Only the western side of Russia. And the KHL has teams in China, and they're not exactly going to be in the European Champions Hockey League, are they? So we have, Karpat. Is that Karpat? Yeah, it's Karpat. Karpat. They have Yunost Minsk in pot 2. There you go. Yeah. Yunost Minsk. Are they going to be picked next? Are we going to see a bit of Yunost Minsk? Go on, give us some Minsk. Give us some cheeky Minsk. Oh, it's the Aalborg Pirates. I thought it was the Aalborg Pirates. But I think they've changed... Have they changed their logo recently? Because I didn't recognise the logo. So, Karpat, for the 9th pairing, Karpat from Finland are going up against Aalborg from Denmark. So that'll be interesting. As a Canadian, I love going to games in Cardiff. Nice. I haven't been to a hockey game in like a year and a half. It's really bad. I live so far away from the rinks. Alright, who's next? Pot 10, we have Adler Mannheim of the German DEL. Is there a Continental Cup this year? I bloody hope so. I think the plan is to have one. Hopefully. Yeah, there is. Perfect. Okay, so who's going up against Adler Mannheim of the German DEL? We have Grenoble. Oh, Grenoble. Grenoble. Perfect. So, the French team against the German team. Why couldn't we go up against Adler Mannheim? Why did we get Feyenoord? I swear they always pick them against us. God damn it. EV Zug is in pot 11 or bracket 11. I think this is 11, yeah, because the last one was 10, wasn't it? Counting. I live in Central Russia. My hometown team is in the Eastern Conference in the KHL. Oh, Novosibirsk. Okay. I put Devils fans against most NHL fan base. They're just nuts and fun to party with. That's just British hockey fans in general. Skellefteå AIK. That's not a clash. Nope. So EV Zug of the Swiss League going up against Skellefteå of the Swedish League for pairing 11. So we've only got 5 more left, because there's only 16 for the round 32, isn't there? So it's only taken about 10 minutes to draw over half of the bracket, so that's not too bad. I'll take it. Might be a shorter live stream than we thought. Then we can just sit here and have a bit of a chat about it, you know? Red Bull Munich. Red Bull München. Munching all of those wins against their opponent, which is going to be... Who? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. So Red Bull München, they're going up against... Oh... Tampere. Oh, good luck. Good luck there, München. They're going to munch some Finnish boys. Lovely. I love how they've just said Tampere's won like 15 national titles. The last one was 40 years ago. 35 years ago. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look at the next one. It's got to be Frölunda. Okay, Zosolari Trineg. Oselarzi Trinec. That's a pretty good pronunciation. I did just hear the announcer say it, so I kind of copied him. But it was worth a try, right? They are going up against... Minsk. Yunost Minsk. Yunost Minsk. We play hockey. We are from Belarus. So, yeah, the Czech team against the Belarus team. That's not a bad matchup for either team, to be honest. After some research, I've decided to root for Adler Mannheim because Jochen Hecht used to play and coach them. Nice. Interesting. Frölunda. Hey, Frölunda! He's got very shaky hands. He's a little bit nervous, I think. Frölunda. They've won the Champions Hockey League 4 out of 6 years. So who's going up against Frölunda? Who's the unlucky sods going up against Frölunda? Who is it? Neman Grodnog. Oh, there's a Belarus team going up against Frölunda. Their fans are like, oh, shit. Neman Grodno is going up against the Frölunda Indians. They're like, oh, fuck. Why us? Oh, I love it. HC Davos, the hosts of the Spengler Cup every year that Team Canada seems to win more often than not. They should just call it the Canada Cup at that point, shouldn't they? But they've already had one of them, Odd Man Rush. I know. Anyway, penultimate one. Penultimately, what have we got? Who's going up against whichever team I just mentioned that I've forgotten already? The Vienna Capitals. Lovely. So they made it again. So HC Davos going up against the Vienna Capitals in the penultimate pairing of the round of 32. So last but certainly not least, we've got Rogel BK against the Stavanger Oilers. Excuse me, had to burp. So professional. See, this is why you tune into a YouTuber instead of the actual like Champions Hockey League broadcast, because you get all the burps, you get all the naughty words. You don't get that on the normal webcast, do you? So Rogel BK against the Stavanger Oilers. I feel like I'm getting my like Central European accent pretty down, you know. Kind of send like their 10th level players to the Spengler Cup every year. Fair enough. Team with the Oilers logo against real Oilers. There you go. Oh, Stavanger. Stavanger. I thought it was the Stavanger. Stavanger. That's a pretty cool way to pronounce it. The Stavanger Oilers. Rogel Engelholm. So let's take a look at this round of 32 bracket. Who do Cardiff have to play if they manage to beat Firestad? They have to play HC Davos or Vienna. The CHL blocked their chat. Really? Interesting. So, Billy Tigri Liberec against the Polish team. Karpat against Aalborg. Oceleri against Minsk. Salzburg against Tapara. Straubing against Geneva. Rogel against Stavanger. Munich against Isles, Tampere. Luko against Sparta. Luleå against Berlin. Mannheim against Grenoble. Frölunda against Grodno. Bolzano against EHC Biel. Firestad against Cardiff. HC Davos against Vienna. Zug against Skellefteå. And Zurich against Sondersjæg. So, wow. So if the Cardiff Devils manage somehow to beat Firestad BK, they have to go up against either HC Davos, which is the most successful team, I believe, in Swiss hockey history, or the Vienna Capitals, who are the best team in Austria, usually. So, there we go. So the round of 32 has been decided. So, one game at home, one game away, aggregate series, then we move to the playoffs, and I'm pretty sure it's exactly the same. So does that mean, Chris, if you're still there, does that mean every single round is going to be 2 games, except for the final, obviously? Is every round going to be 2 games aggregate series then? Currently Googling how to get to Karlstad now. Nice. So future dates and face-off times are not decided yet, as you would expect because of the current pandemic, but they're going to let us know at some point. I'm pretty impressed that they managed to do that in about half an hour. 26 minutes is all they took to draw all of them. No, if this was the NHL, they would have taken 2 hours. They would have sat there and talked about every single bracket for about 10 minutes, and they would have managed to go to a commercial break, and then they would have drawn the next one, you know? So, pretty good, pretty good. I'm quite impressed with how quickly the Europeans did that. You know, that's European efficiency for you, folks. So, now that we know the results, folks, what are we thinking? Give me your thoughts. I'm going to see if I can get a picture of the actual brackets now so I can show you. I'm hoping the Champions Hockey League has a picture of that on their page. 40 seconds they had Rogel against Stavanger. So I'm just going to wait until... I'm going to keep going for a little while, just see what's going on. And there was 10 minutes of waffle at the start. Yeah, exactly. It literally took 15 minutes to get everything sorted out, which is great. I love the fact that it took 15 minutes to get everything sorted out. It's wonderful. So we're just going to wait to see. I want to throw up the... that sounds really lovely. I want to put up the picture of the actual situation. Or the actual round of 32, just so you guys can see it and take a look at it for as long as you want, as opposed to just listening to me tell you about it. And then we'll see. Yeah, the round of 32, Munich against Tampere. I want the full image of it though. I didn't manage to pick it up off the actual stream, so I doubt the NHL will pull off trying to finish this season. Well, they've already got a plan in place, so hopefully it works out for them. Do we know why Banks by Streaker is out? They obviously didn't make the. I would imagine it's because they didn't make the cut. They didn't get one of the top teams in their league or something. Thanks for playing Cardiff. You get the reward of going home. Fair enough. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the stream so far. I want to kind of get your guys' thoughts in a little bit more detail about each of the series or the series that you're paying most attention to. That's something you could do in the chat. Let me know which series you're going to pay attention to the most. Now, as a reminder for those of you guys that joined late, instead of doing the standard group stage that the Champions Hockey League usually does, they've decided to go with a round of 32. Yeah, they're going for a round of 32 as opposed to the 4 teams in a group stage section. And yeah, they're going to go through a round of 32, 2-game series based on aggregate. So whoever scores the most goals goes through to the next round. Then it goes through to the standard round of 16 Champions Hockey League playoffs that they usually do, I'm pretty sure. I don't recall them mentioning anything specific about the differences. Okay, the draw is complete. Perfect. I've found a picture of it. Let me just save this picture as Champions Hockey League banter. No, I won't call it that. Champions Hockey League draw 1. Perfect. Let me just make sure it is the right size. Because I want to make sure I get only the high-class graphics here for you folks. Considering I wasn't able to show the actual draw myself. Canvas options. Oh, it's 1920 by 1076. That's interesting. Let's go 1080. That's exactly what I want. Perfect. And we'll save that. And I'll bring it up on the screen for you folks. So, image, properties. Cardiff out in round 1. Frölunda to win the title. Yeah, Chris, I wouldn't be surprised. Let's be perfectly honest. I don't think anybody would. Okay, boop. There we go. So I'm going to stick myself right in the middle. Whee! Look at this. Look at this on-the-fly editing. I'm so great at this, aren't I? So, you can see a little bit of my, what's it called? Here. Yeah, here. Go away. Go away, green screen. Doesn't matter. So these are the matchups for the round of 32. So, what do you think, guys? What do you think? I will be very interested to see how each team does. I'm gonna have a little prediction here. This is my very, very initial, without any research into how well the teams played last year, without any research into the transfers or the teams or the players that they've acquired for next season. Excuse me. I'm just gonna go for a blanket prediction. Okay? So, I'm gonna go with, we're gonna go from up there, down, then up there, down. Got it? Okay, perfect. So, so I'm going to go with Billy Tigray Liberec are going to go through in the top one. I think Karpat's going to go through in the next one. I'm going to mix things up a little bit for that third one. I'm going to say Minsk is going to go through in the third bracket. Then I think Tapara is going to go through the fourth bracket. I'm going to say Geneva are going to go through in the fifth bracket. Rogel or Stavanger. I'm going to go Rogel for the 7th bracket. Is that 7th bracket? Yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sixth bracket, sorry. Rogel to go through in the 6th bracket. Then I'm going to go Red Bull Munich to go through in the 7th bracket. And I'm going to go Sparta to go through in the 8th bracket. Then, Luleå or Ice Bar? I'm going to go Luleå, because they did quite well last season. Then I'm going to go Adler Mannheim, because the French, they're even worse than we are at hockey, and that's saying something. Frölunda or Grodno? Frölunda, that's an obvious choice. HC Bolzano or Biel? I'm going to have to go with Biel. I'm going to go with I'm going to go with Firestad, even though I want it to be the Cardiff Devils. You never know what's going to happen. Then I'm going to go Davos. Oh, the Zug. Oh, the Zug Skellefteå one is going to be interesting. That's probably going to be the most even first round matchup out of the whole lot. I think that one and the Salzburg Tapara one would be pretty close. And the Munich Isles ones are going to be quite close. Maybe the Luko Sparta Prague one as well, but I'm gonna go Zug with that one. And then for the last one I'm gonna go Zurich. So that would mean we have I think that's pretty fair. Does anybody agree with all of my choices? Do you think some should differ? I want to throw at least like a couple of curveball ones in there. I want Minsk to go through. It'd be really great if the French team, Grenoble, managed to go through against Adler Mannheim, but I guess we'll have to wait and see, won't we, folks? Lovely. I'm still pissed at how bad Paris was at hosting the World Championships a few years ago. It sucked. Really? I didn't know that. Paris hosted the World Championships a few years ago? Bring it to England. Bring it to Nottingham and Sheffield. We'll have a good time. That would be a lot of fun. I'd definitely go to that. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I have to say. So I just kind of want to get your thoughts on the groups as they stand, or the bracket as it stands. Let's see what you guys think. Spot on. Well, thank you. I mean, you've obviously got to go with the teams in the better hockey nations. They're usually better hockey teams, right? It's not going to be very often that a team from Norway is going to beat a team from Sweden. It's just not the way the hockey world works. Doesn't mean it's impossible. Doesn't mean it's not going to happen. But the likelihood is the Swedish hockey system is the best in Europe, bar Russia. You could even say compared to Russia. Finland is a very close second, in my opinion. If I had to rank all of these nations, I'd say Sweden at the top, Finland second, Switzerland third. Then I'd probably go the Czech Republic, then Germany, then Denmark. Denmark, Belarus. England, Austria. They might be a little bit higher, I'm not entirely sure. Austria, England, France, Italy. I'm still surprised Italy has a team in the Champions Hockey League. It's very interesting. I think I didn't miss one out there, did I? I probably did. Maybe Norway. I don't know. I tried my best. Do you know Jamie Roebuck by any chance? I don't believe so. The name doesn't ring a bell. Belfast is not in the tournament. No, they are not, because we only usually get one team every year. The only time we've had more than one is when one of our teams has won the Champions Hockey League. My rankings: SHL, KHL. KHL doesn't count with all of this drawing. I'd probably have KHL first if we were adding them. Liga, Czech, Swiss. Really? The Czech League above the Swiss League? I'd go the Swiss League third in my opinion. I think they're a pretty good hockey league there. No love for Latvia. No, not any Latvian teams in here. I guess the Champions Hockey League has had to make some sacrifices over having as many European teams as possible and keeping the quality of the hockey as good as it can be. Because like they could have Slovakia, which I'm sure are better than some of the other nations involved. They could add Latvia. They could add some of the other nations, some of the other sort of more eastward European nations. But then they'd have to take out another Swedish team or another Finnish team, and you've got to make sacrifices over. We want there to actually be we want to make this tournament a showcase of how brilliant European hockey is, not just a participation contest. I mean, believe me, I'd love to have at least 2 English teams in it every single year, but we're not one of the biggest hockey nations in the continent, so it's one of those sacrifices you have to make usually, isn't it? So, but yeah. That's pretty much it. I go to a dozen KHL games a year and I'm not impressed by some of the teams. Well, yeah, there's a big there's a big disparity. Like the top teams, you've got CSK Moscow, St. Petersburg, Akbars Kazan, all of those types of teams. Excuse me, all those types of teams could rival NHL teams, in my opinion. However, when you get to the lower teams, you get to the Sibir Novosibirsks, which, I mean, they're okay for the most part, but they're not the strongest. You get to the Severstal Sharapovets of the league. It'd be a tough. It's very easy to see some of these teams not do very well. But yeah, I think that's a pretty good place to finish up the Champions Hockey League live stream. I don't really have much else to talk about. That's the draw. Let me know what you guys think about it. Feel free to watch this back and comment on it after the fact. I do thank you guys for all joining me for this little live chat. Obviously, because they didn't have a chat. Somebody mentioned that the CHL chat was disabled, so we had a chance here for you guys to just come and talk and see what you thought about the Champions Hockey League. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this Champions Hockey League 2020/21 draw live chat, season draw live chat, whatever you want to call it. Please feel free to subscribe to the channel. Do appreciate it. I'm hoping to have another story video out tomorrow, and then hopefully a buyer's remorse this weekend. So do keep an eye on my channel. Usually upload 2 or 3 videos a week. If you guys want to see more live streams, do let me know. I'm interested in doing them. I'm not really going anywhere this summer, so if you want to see them, do let me know. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have enjoyed the stream. Do let me know if you want to see more Champions Hockey League content, because if you want to see more videos once the season starts, make more videos, I shall. So, thanks for watching, guys.